Flag Football Focus. Today we're going to be going over our mock draft. For the first overall pick, Patrick here had Interlaken taking Andrew Seymour. Why do you think Andrew Seymour is going to be a good pick here?
Well, he seems to be the most versatile athlete out of our current draft pool. Also making a big football season in the fall. He also seems to, he's the best player available. And with the new coaching staff with E.J. Kelly as opposed to the former manager, Vince Wolf.
Don't get started on Vince Wolf. For those of you who don't know, Vince Wolf quit on his team. They got through one game and then the team disbanded, which kind of made it rough for the rest of the league.
And also, he has the ability to play both quarterback and running back. So I think
I think you can even play him at wide receiver. This is
wide receiver.
He's a generational
Yes.
talent.
His adaptability, his athleticism with the new coaching staff, I think he'll have a good year.
I would agree with that. I don't think he's going to go anywhere else with the first overall pick. I think they would be suffering from some type of mental impairment.
All right.
With the second pick, we had the Flint Tropics, who are potentially relocating to Santa Cruz. Selecting Lawson or Roger. Now, I can see the Tropics going on three different ways with this. Number one, Lawson or Roger. He's a big target. Garibay is going to need somebody to throw to. Number two would be C.J. Gomez. He's kind of like the Kyler Murray of the draft, I have to say. Very versatile athlete, can jump high, tall, athletic. Except Kyler Murray's not very tall, but his only question is his commitment to football. With baseball being in the way, maybe he'll go play baseball instead of that. That's the only reason I don't have him going number 2 overall here.
Sources say that Lawson's spring could be free this flag football season.
Lawson's already made a strong commitment. He's already declared for the draft, and he will be eligible for all the games, and will not be missing it. So that's a huge upside. That's why I got Lawson going here instead of Gomez. Then the third one, a little bit of a sleeper in this draft, is going to be Duvon Adams, the number 1 rated corner by Flag Football Focus last year. He was an absolute dominant player. Actually, we'll turn this down a little bit. He led the league in interceptions and pass breakups last year, so I can see them picking a defensive stud like him with some great speed.
All good points.
On to the third pick.
On the third pick, we have Devin McLeod.
To the name to be determined. This team was originally...
We still need a manager, if
Yes.
anybody's watching this. Manager position is still open.
We got the issue with the names to be determined is they have 0 returning players. Last year they were the Dominican Oaks seniors, and it looks like they're going to be relocated. So the name's still up in the air, and they really just need anybody on the team, considering currently they don't even have a manager. I think Devin McLeod was the best player available. So
yes, but there is a bit of an injury.
That is true.
There's a bit of an injury scare there.
You're right.
He's had problems with his back in the past, especially in the fall.
Yes, and that's going to be a huge issue, and I think it might scare away a few teams to maybe even slip into the second round. Otherwise, I believe McLeod could also see possibly slipping into that number 2 overall slot. Not as much so because the Tropics already have a very solid running back, Andy O'Rourke, and they need more of a pass-catching target. I would say McLeod and O'Rourke's skill sets are very similar.
Roger would be more of a bigger pass.
I think, he's like a baby Rob Gronkowski. That would be my comparison.
Yeah.
All right, and now moving on to the final pick in the draft, we have the Watsonville Josephs selecting C.J. Gomez. So, despite these concerns about his commitment to the sport, I still believe somebody's going to take a gamble on him and take him in the first round because he is a freak of nature. He's very, very athletic.
Playing in football, basketball, and baseball.
Being a star in all of them.
Exactly.
Now, last year, he originally signed up and then bailed on teams, so there's going to be some concerns about that happening again. That was with Interlaken. Interlaken will not be because none of their players returning, so that's why Gomez is eligible to be drafted by the Josephs here.
He is a better manager, though, than Joseph Ramirez.
This is true. Yeah, and if Joseph Ramirez won the league last year, he's one of the better managers, coaches, GMs in the league. And he needs somebody to throw to. He's got, actually he's playing wide receiver, but, they had the franchise tag on, what's his name? Cesar Sanchez, an absolute baller. League MVP last year.
League MVP.
Yeah, 6 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. You can't really do too much better than that in this league. Graded the highest out of all of our players on Flag Football Focus. He needs somebody to throw to. Gomez is going to be that guy, kind of like a N'Keal Harry would be my comparison.